there is an evident struggle, I would say, within the families that reside not only within the Black communities, but perhaps have been isolated into white communities, and resorted to use the family tree as the main solution to bringing a sense of connection, of resource towards their people as Black people. The only people you'll find that have a problem with this are the white people, who in these white communities are aware of the facts that there is a slight possibility that these Black people can bring more Black people within their communities, and to alleviate this problem, as white people have been doing more throughout years and try to do so today, they cause separation within Black families, primarily targeting the young men of the families, given that the young men are most likely and culturally next in line for leadership. So they single out the young men first, given that the young men are probably the last hope in protecting the elders, in protecting the women. And after singling out the young men, well, first of all, I can tell you how they single out the young men. They covertly go behind the young man's back, and they communicate things to the family about the young man. Small instances in which they use their supremacy incarnate system to label as an illness, or to label as unusual, suspicious behavior, something that needs to be monitored. And through this labeling procedure, they, as the white masses, convince this Black family to turn towards them for wealth, for power, for structure, and to more or less isolate the Black son. I feel the Black son at that point is at no point he's at no point where he can fend for himself, given that he no longer has the support of his family, who culturally he has developed a dependence on. And so into maneuvering this family into being convinced that there is something wrong with the son, whether it's because the son calls out racism, or because the son kind of ventures into his own will away from white America, they're able to use the false imagery of Black people to propose fear that the son may be under diagnosis, procedural watch, or to fear that the Black son may be capable of bringing a sense of fear or harm, or that he should be one in which a red flag may be concerned. And by convincing the families that there is something wrong with the son, the families are then convinced that there is something wrong with themselves, given the fact that they raised the son, they gave the son life, and they indoctrinated the son. There becomes a scattered conflict as to how such a problem could be brought about, all because the white people are incapable of actually functioning or even comprehending the maneuver, how a Black person maneuvers and how they should maneuver once they discover that this system is racist, once they discover that their way of life is not subject to white people. However, once this psychological takeover has been convinced through the fact that the white people have the wealth, the supremacy, and the structure, the Black families are then led to no point of protection, given that they have been convinced that their son, who is biologically the most capable of protecting their community, they have convinced themselves that he is not capable of withholding down the family standard. And as a result, the elders are led into deep psychological distress as the white communities gather in masses. And as I've said before, anytime you pour, even if you have a liter of Sprite and you pour one drop of Coca-Cola into that Sprite liter, the Coca-Cola will not overtake the Sprite. But if you have one drop of Coca-Cola in a bottle and you pour an entire glass or an entire liter of Sprite in that bottle, the Coca-Cola, you will not taste the Coca-Cola. And while I don't mean to kind of compare black people to a drink or white people like that, I'm trying to make it simple as to what happens when you have a mass group of people collectively work towards one agenda, which is to isolate a black family. And by doing so, they can use that black family like the commodity. And sadly, this is the situation that you will find only marks the label of destruction, of deterioration, of concern for many black families who find themselves in white communities.